Hello, welcome to this movie. Today I will show you how to analyze cardiac image data with the Imalytics preclinical software. You can find the dataset here under Help Tutorials, and there you can also load this video and open the white paper. So when you open the dataset, you can see here a 3D micro-CT scan of a mouse heart. You can visualize it in 3D, rotate it a bit, and what you see here is the left ventricle. So let's look at the image properties of this button, and you can see the dimensions here, X, Y, Z, and we have 10 time points. So this is a T dimension. And we can go through the time points here with this button, and now you can see how the heart beats. So this was a gated acquisition performed with the Imalytics micro-CT, and Imalytics was kind enough to provide this dataset for this tutorial. So what we want to achieve in this tutorial is to segment here the left ventricle and quantify the volume also of the different time points, and from that we can compute the left ventricular ejection fraction. To perform the segmentation, we need to save these time points into different subfolders, because currently the software only allows one segmentation per dataset. You can achieve this with this button here, save time points to subfolders, select a folder here, press OK. But let's skip this step because I've prepared it already. Then you go into one of these folders and open the dataset here, heart. Now this is just one 3D dataset. You can also check it here in the properties. The T dimension is 1. And you can here select batch, set batch settings. And then with the batch mode you can go through the different time points here. Go to the next, and previous. Let's go back to the first. Yeah. So as you can see here, the bones and the ribs are a bit in the way. So let me show you how we can remove them in the image data. So you add a class bone and apply a thresholding with a high threshold of 1600, for example. And now all the bright voxels here from the ribs were segmented as bone. And you can now dilate those with 4, for example. Now you can see they are more thick here, and now you can use the button Edit Set Intensity of Input Class and set it to 0, and that changes the intensities of the underlay. If you turn off the segmentation now, you have a view on the heart without the bones in the way. You can save this cleaned dataset here, for example, call it clean. Just save it. You can use that later. But let's work with the original dataset for now. Load this again. So let's segment the left ventricle. And if you hover your mouse over the blood, you can see the intensity down here at the corner. And let's apply a thresholding to separate, to get all the blood. Add a class temp. Do a thresholding above 800, for example, something between the muscle intensity and the blood intensity. So the blood here in this scan is enhanced because they used a micro-CT blood pool contrast agent. So now the blood has been, all the bright structures have been enhanced. You can slice through here. You can see here the left ventricle is connected to the rest of the heart. So let's go below that by rotating, slicing through with Alt and mouse wheel. And then draw a circle here with the squirrels and press F2 to cut it. Oh, here was one missing. And then go further down, add a class ventricle, and perform a fill region inside here. So this gives us here the left ventricle in purple. Now you can delete the temp class and store the segmentation. Here, let's call it LV. Now you can set the batch settings and go to the next subfolder and segment it again there. But I have already prepared that. So I made all these 10 segmentations, and you can step through with F11, go forward, and look at all the segmentations. Now you can perform batch statistics here for the underlay. That will run over all the 10 time points, and you can save the results here in one Excel sheet. Open that. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's inside. It's inside the phases folder. Here, open that. Excellent. Here you can see one row for each class. We only have one class in this example, and for each phase. And here we have the volumes, and we can show that as a curve like this. This is a curve over all the time points, and we can compute the maximum and the minimum and the difference, and that the ratio of the difference to the maximum will give us the left ventricular ejection fraction. I hope this helps, so thank you for your attention, and bye bye.